I would like to start this video off by saying that the reason I'm recording this video is because of Hamza Ahmed, and in one of his recent videos where he talks about self-improvement and getting better as a man, he said that every young guy should be making a video, some type of content every week and putting it on the internet. So that's me right now, and so this is this week's weekly video. I'm just gonna check if it's recording. Hold on. All right, we're good. So yeah, these videos that I'm making are definitely gonna get better, but today I'm gonna be talking about writing comedy, how it's been a struggle for me because so this goes back to sometime in like October. At my school, we have this thing called Arts Day, and you have to, and it's like celebrating different arts that students can do, and it's usually like music or doing a painting. But then every kid in my class said that they told me that I should do stand-up comedy, and then I usually try not to listen to what others are telling me, but sometimes they have better ideas, and but I really just need to ignite it from inside. And it's really hard because like today I've had like two I have these 2 pages in this notebook of just notes, and I'm trying to write jokes about the 1980s, and it's pretty hard because I don't know anything about the 1980s, and I feel like there's a lot of pressure on me, but I just gotta stand on the stage for 5 minutes and talk. That's all it is. But I want to do the best that I can to be able to make this, to be able to make this like to feel the best about myself. And people say, "Oh, I'm not doing that because I'm not gonna regret it." But somebody tells you you have potential in something. It's definitely happened to me previously in life. You, it just feels like, oh, what is this guy saying? I don't know if I can I don't know if I can go anywhere with this, or if but then it's like, oh, somebody else can see something in me. Like you want to show that off, not like show it off, but just see. But it's like it's basically putting something to waste, and many people do that, but we're always gonna leave something behind, and that's what you're remembered for. Can't be remembered for every second that we're alive. And another reason why this has been a challenge is because it's like people don't really think about it. You might go to a stand-up comedy show or see some funny thing on the internet, but I mean, for me, just writing stuff down about a time when I wasn't alive, and yeah, like who knows the 80s? So it's like Princess Diana got married, there was MTV, there was some some movies were made, they invented some shit, but other than that, it was just it was just norm like they just try to get nostalgic over it, talk about the neonic colors and say all that. So, I mean, but it's like when there's all this time to prepare for something, how can what am I actually doing? What am I actually doing with my time? And because just being in a like just being in a group of people and making people laugh, that that's a skill, and but people aren't often credited for it, and they think it's enough, but like that is something else I've heard is that like being funny can be the difference of getting rich. So, I mean, but it's like when I have to when you got to prepare something, it's almost like you have to predict. That's the one time to predict like who's in who's in the audience. Get in the audience's head. What is what is in the audience's head? Because it's like a lot of things with humor, like you might be really crazy about like everybody's gonna think something's funny, but who's gonna and or nobody is. It's one or the other. You can't just do okay. Like a bad performance, I think, is a bad performance. There's probably won't be a lot of pressure, but it's like if you're reading a story, talking about a history, saying anything else, your intent is not to be funny, then whoever's listening, then somebody out there's gonna care. But like, yeah. So then my final message with this is that if you're watching this video and somehow you were alive in the 1980s and um, if you were alive back then, please leave a comment. Just write a joke I should write. It's got to be like fast paced, high level, good stuff. But when is it? But I mean, I feel like, yeah. And it's like, but being young right now, being young, yeah, I'm young. I think so. Sometimes I feel old. 'Cause I lost a game of basketball to a sixth grader today. but I don't play basketball, so I'll beat him in anything else if it's not chess. And so, yeah, it's important for us to take risks, and why you need to actually move and see what's out in the world, because something I've heard is that everybody always says you want to find your purpose, get out of your comfort zone, and just do a lot of stuff, and eventually you'll be able to find it. I feel like I'm on the right path. Nothing's really stopping me from that, other than how I feel on the inside. So yeah, and I also, it's really annoying with um baseball season coming up and all that, with just like the ideas that I have in my head. It's like day by day, it's just whatever's most important tomorrow or right now. Feel like feel like I feel like I just want to ignore that stuff, because it's like I'm a little bit stressed out, but it's good. and and I can't really put all of my focus on what I actually want to focus on. So it's all about just taking the time. So like after this, I'm out.